All right. FBI Director Kash Patel goes off on James Comey, former FBI Director. Listen to this.
All right, what did you make of your predecessor's walk on the beach with the shells 8647?
You know, the FBI is bigger than any leader it's ever had or ever will have. And James Comey is a private citizen, and he can walk around the beach and talk about seashells and Crayola crayons for all I care about, and talk about how we're the conspiracy theorists. But I just remind the American people of one thing. When that man was a leader of the FBI, he perpetrated the largest criminal conspiracy, packaged political information from overseas, took it to a federal FISA court, and illegally surveilled a political opponent. So I won't be lectured on how to run this FBI from that man.
Well, James Comey was just on talking about all of that, the seashells and everything, and he also talked about you.
Obviously, you start with the fact that the guy has literally nothing in his entire adult life that prepares him for this role, and so that's deeply concerning to start with. In a way, I kind of a little bit sorry for the guy. He's barked at the FBI nonsense for years, and now he not only caught the car, he's got to drive the car, and so that is a daunting task for him. I hope he lets the career people do their jobs, but they've already forced out a bunch of good career people and sent a chill through the organization.
That's James Comey.
If he wants to come after me, no problem. I've been living rent-free in that guy's head for years, and that's just a bonus. Do you know how many copycats we've had to investigate as a result of that beachside venture from the former director?
Is that right?
Do you know how many agents I've had to take offline from chasing down child sex predators, fentanyl traffickers, terrorists? Because everywhere across this country, people are popping up on social media and think that a threat to the life of the President of the United States is a joke and they can do it because he did it. That's what I'm having to deal with every single day. And that's what I'm having to pull my agents and analysts off because he thought it was funny to go out there and make a political statement.
The 8647, the president said that he believed it was an assassination message. On assassination attempts, I did ask the president on the Middle East trip about this. Is there frustration on your part? Will we get transparency? Will we know the bottom line story?
It's very interesting because we have great people. I think Pam is incredible. I think Kash is incredible. I'm relying on my people to tell me what it is. You know, we have deep-seated craziness in this country, and I'm relying on my people, and so far they're good, but so far and in this case it's Secret Service, they tell me it's fine.
You can see the way he pauses and like, so far they tell me it's okay. But he has his own reservation. Trump always has his own reservation, his own opinion about things. And in this issue, he doesn't fully believe that it's okay. Listen to this.
But it's a little hard to believe, to be honest with you, okay? It's a little bit hard to believe as I get that throbbing feeling.
You know, it sounds like he wants more about at least the Butler guy that we don't know a lot about. Will we know a lot more about him? Is there more to know?
I don't know that there's more to know, but you're going to know everything we know. And that's the other thing we did. We take assassination attempts, especially of the President of the United States, extremely seriously. And we don't feel that the American people have been given the information they need on that.
This man has gone through a lot. And by this man, I mean the President of the United States, the 45th, now the 47th President of the United States. Now, for the FBI Director, Kash Patel, you know, he's under a lot, in my opinion, is under a lot of pressure because conservatives are depending on him to investigate and also tell them what he's finding out. But most of the things that they want him to investigate or show them, it's been going on for years. Okay, these are situations that have been going on for years. He's only been the FBI director for what? 4 months? There is no way years of so many wrongdoings would just automatically reveal itself. He has to do what he has to do, which is due diligence. He has to do his due diligence. Okay, you can't just come out and say, you know what, we found the answers. Here are the bad people. No, you gotta really do your due diligence. You have to investigate and do what you're supposed to do. That's what he's doing. Hopefully, he gives answers soon. But listen to the Kash Patel.
And we're digging through the files and we're getting them a more robust picture of what happened and whether or not there were any connections.
I get all that. And I also understand investigations underway and there's potential prosecutions for people who are living, but he's dead. And we knew a lot more about a lot of different people than we know about that guy. And you know, there's people that circulate all kinds of stuff, that it was an inside job or there was foreign influence or whatever. Can we say that it's not that?
And that's a great example of people looking for things where things don't exist. In that specific case, since that individual is dead, we are able to say a lot more, unlike the Merchant case in New York, which is ongoing, and whether or not there are any connections. We have definitively given that information over.
Director Patel, stand.
What do you guys think about Kash Patel, though, and the deputy director, Dan Bongino? I think they're doing the best they can or working as fast as they could. It's just not, it's almost impossible for them to work any faster. But American people are getting impatient and they want answers on everything. I mean, the Epstein files, the Butler guy, most of the assassination attempt on the former president and the current president of the United States. So it's like, what's the word? What is happening? But I would say, relax, okay? Just calm down. These things take time. Patience, okay? Patience. Let's give him time, okay? Let's give him time, and hopefully everything comes out to light. This is my belief and this is my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Though, what do you think about the FBI director Kash Patel and Dan Bongino? Of course, James Comey, former FBI director, calls Dan Bongino a podcaster. He doesn't know what a podcaster could be doing as a deputy director. But what do you guys think?